1:30, maybe 35 minutes. Got a baseball game tonight. What's up, guys? Titan Talk Tuesday, special time with me, John CEO. It's 4 p.m. Sorry, guys, it was a little early and not much warning I gave you guys out there, but it is what it is. I have a baseball game I got to coach tonight, and that starts at 6:45. I got to be there an hour beforehand for batting practice. So I need to leave out of here by a certain time because there's so much traffic here in Tampa, especially at 4 o'clock when it starts. It gets really crazy on the roads. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's joining us in on this early day of Titan Talk Tuesdays. Thank you, guys. I got a great show for you guys. And as always, I'm going to answer questions about the therapy of the week, which I'm about to go over here in 1 second, or any other therapies that Titan Medical Center can offer to you guys. Nationwide service right off the bat, the best patient care, therapies out there, cutting edge. Let's talk about hormone replacement therapy for males and females, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers, both males and females, peptide therapies like healing peptides, weight loss peptides, sexual peptides. Also, blood work nationwide for all different types of testing. For hormone testing, for food sensitivity allergy testing, for STD testing, for amino acid testing, vitamin testing, and your general panel chest testing too as well. So we've got it all for you guys. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, please just call or text us 727-389-3220. We service 49 states out there. So wherever you're at, unless it's Idaho, we can service you guys. All right. So let's get into the first topic of the day. It's going to be our therapy of the week. So we're going to talk about BPC-157. So BPC-157, body protection compound 157. Before we get into it, I guess, a lot of people go through injuries, right? As we get older, I think, we might be more prone to injuries too as well. And the other, side of that is that, if you do get an injury, are you recovering as fast as you used to? So when we're younger, we can obviously recover from injuries a lot quicker than we are when we're older, right? So when you get older and you get some of these different injuries that last a lot longer, that can be nagging you, affecting quality of life or daily routine, and all these different things, which can get you down mentally too as well, and not just physically. So it's really important for us to be able to hopefully not get injured, but if we do get injured, being able to recover or repair as fast as possibly can. So we can, make sure everything is good, quality of life wise, daily routine wise. No hopefully nagging pains or injuries that they're sustaining or being chronic for you guys. We want to try to knock those things out. Even chronic injuries, trying to get to the root of the problem to fix those problems. So you don't have that injury that's nagging you every single day in and day out. And, I know how it is to be injured. The last couple of years, I've had slap tears on both shoulders, literally living on cortisone every couple of months, using BPC-157, which has helped tremendously as far as being able to still get a workout routine in. But yeah, I know how it is. Sleeping on your shoulders. So I'm a side sleeper, right? And even with my shoulders the way they are, I still sleep on my shoulders. So I'm sleeping on my side, and it's just a lot harder to do. If you have these pains, especially slap tears, labrum, or anything else as far as in any joint area, specifically the shoulders, you're going to have pain, even laying flat or laying on your stomach. I used to be able to lay on my stomach like this, but my shoulders hurt so bad for me to put them up like this that I can't really lay like even on my stomach. So, flat, laying on your back is probably the best for you. I'm not a really big height man as far as sleeping on my back. When I broke my collarbone, I had to sleep on my back for like 4 to 6 months. So I told myself after that, hopefully I'd never have to sleep on my back ever again. Because it can get annoying sleeping on your back if you're not a back sleeper. If you are, it's real simple. You can go to bed real easily and wake up easily. For me, I just couldn't get that proper rest, that really in-depth sleep. I'd keep waking up and have problems. So I know what it is to be injured, and I know what it is to try to get over an injury and to be better and to recover from it the best you possibly can. And like I said, BPC-157 has been that game changer for me. BPC-157 years ago when the pharmacy brought it out for human use for our patients. At that point, we were utilizing it. That was the first one that I got to utilize. And I was really skeptical about BPC-157. Obviously, everybody touts it now as like the Wolverine therapy, like, superior healing, like all these good stuff. And they were touting that back then. But, at that point, I was, like I said, I was more skeptical about things. Where, like, it says you do all this or it's going to help all these things. It's like a miracle type drug, right? So I'm always very cautious, and I always want to try some of these different therapies first to give the patient, you know, a real live opinion from me, like how it really helped me or how it didn't help me or affected me in one way or the other. And BPC-157 was the first one I used, and honestly, within the first 4 to 6 weeks, and I couldn't even lift my arm over my head. I remember trying to do like a 25-pound dumbbell, and I couldn't. I was just in so much pain even getting it here. It was ridiculous. And then, you know, like I said, a couple weeks afterwards, I could really feel like, you know, some of the pressure, inflammation in the shoulder areas go down for me, and I was able to lift. I was started able to get up back a little higher in weight, and higher repetitions and stuff like that, and just kept working. And that's really what it's about. And you really have to ease in from injuries too. You know, even if you're using BPC-157 or any of the healing peptides out there, you know, you want to make sure that you guys are easing in back into your workouts, so you don't hurt yourself again abruptly, right? Because it can happen very, very easily. You know, BPC-157 for me is, like I said, is a game changer. It helps with a number of different things from inflammation, muscles, tendons, ligaments, right? All these different things it can help repair. Even if you had surgery, right, and you have wounds, open wounds, you know, it can help with as far as healing those faster too as well. So it's definitely a game changer out there. If you guys are looking for a great healing peptide and you're having problems with your knees, your shoulders, your elbows, another big one that it helped me out with, actually two different things at the same time. I had golf elbow and tennis elbow at the exact same time. So golf elbow is here, right? It's like right in your funny bone. If you feel it, it hurts. That's golf elbow. Tennis elbow is right here. I don't know why they call it tennis elbow, because it's not really elbow. It's really your forearm. And at that point, like, if you had either one of these, you know how debilitating it could be to daily functions, even your workouts for sure. But when for me, like, I couldn't even sit my arm on my rest, you know, in my car. It was just crazy how it was. But it definitely helped tremendously as far as all those different things. So if you guys are looking for a good healing peptide, BPC-157, you want to pair it up with one, TB500. BPC-157 is usually injected subcutaneously. Say hi to Cherise, guys.
Hi. I never say hi.
Beautiful wife's coming in,
love
showing
you.
us love.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
But BPC-157 is usually injected subcutaneously closest to the area where the injury's at. This one is for, like, let's say you have a knee injury, you want to inject it closest to the injury area, not directly in the injured area. Some people ask me that all the time, like, should we inject that the tendon or ligament or muscle or whatever is damaged? No, you want to do subcutaneous closest to that area. Now, if it's right on top of that area subcutaneous, then that's okay. But you don't want to be poking at no ligaments, tendons, joint areas, or anything like that. You know, you can put it close to there, and it's going to work really, really good. BPC-157 actually comes from a gastric juices in our stomach. So that's where it's isolated from. So any GI issues, too, as well, this could definitely help and may be very beneficial for you guys. Whether it's Crohn's disease, IBS, you know, ulcers in the stomach too as well. These are all different things that, you know, you need to find some sort of solution for, because they can really get out of hand, right? Especially ulcers and stuff like that, and Crohn's too as well. I don't know how many people out there I've dealt with that, you know, have Crohn's flare-ups, and it's just it's horrible for them. Just what their body goes through and the pain, and you know, just things be affecting your body like that, especially your GI tract. Not fun at all. So, you know, if you guys are looking for something for the GI tract, that's another one too as well. Big shot, Strength Addicts, D. Simmons, what's going on? There's so many BPC scams out there. Go with Titan, guys. It is true. W. Anthony, Level Up, William Lenore, Alfredo, what's going on? Mark Davis, what's going on? Lift with Mel, Holden Outlaw, Ronnie Man, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys joining me on Titan Talk Tuesday at this early time. I just covered BPC-157 for you guys. Now, BPC-157 does not require blood work either from us. All it requires from us is for you to fill out the new patient paperwork, and then at that point, we'll schedule you for a consultation with the medical provider, and they'll be able to go over this therapy or any other therapies along that you want to go over as far as something that's going to hit your goals, right? You're looking for weight loss, lean body mass to build it up, mental clarity, better libido, right? Just want to check and see what's going on in there, or something that can do you better as far as day-to-day operations. You know, we can help you out all the way through on that, guys. So if you guys are interested in BPC-157, fill out the new patient paperwork and go right over to titanmedicalcenter.com. Do it right there on the website, and we'll get the paperwork and call you up to schedule your consultation with you guys. And after that consultation is done, you guys are good to go. You can order BPC-157 or a number of our different therapies, because a lot of the therapies that we offer don't require blood work. The only ones that really do is like testosterone replacement therapy, hormones, IGF-1, but that's it. Everything else like CJC 1295, BPC-157, TB500, Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, Titan Serenity, ECAs, and I can go on and on, but all these are very simple and easy to get a hold of. All right. What's going on, Mark Davis? I hope all's well, dude. Scott 41 Peters, Brandon Body Logic, what's going on? Alexander Joppa, what's going on? R103, what's going on? I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions about what Titan Medical Center does, any of the therapies or anything like that, shout it out to me. I'd be happy to go over it with you guys. All right. So let's get into the next topic of the day, and this one's a pretty serious one. This could be affecting you and you don't even know it, right? So let's talk about the new research says that some workout clothing might be very dangerous to you. So when we talk about, some of these different clothing out there, we think about some of the stuff that we wear every day. And, some of the stuff that we're wearing every day is like water resistant, repellent, quick dry, right? And, you wouldn't think about it, but there's a major chemical in most of your workout clothing, girls and guys. And this toxic chemical is called BPA, right? And it's mainly plastic products, right? And it can go in all different types of athletic clothing too as well. But, this chemical is used in certain types of plastics. It's been linked to diabetes, heart disease, cancer, obesity, erectile dysfunction, and asthma. I've talked about this, some of these things before, because I read about this being in like Adidas clothing, Nike clothing, and such. But it really is. It's in a lot of different clothing that we wear every single day. And this could be very bad for us. BPA and this endocrine disrupting chemicals that are in these clothing or in some of the food that we're eating or in some of the environment that we're breathing in, is affecting us day in and day out. These things can alter your hormone regulation on your body. Your hormones are responsible for everything, for regulating your sleep, your hunger, and so on. So when you start messing with these different hormones, different things or negative things can impact your health. And that's the big thing about it. And for a lot of women out there, right? BPA is in a lot of sports bras. Brands including Athleta, Pink, Asus, North Face, Brooks, All in Motion, Nike, and Fila, right? And I know women out there, they'll go to Victoria's Secrets and Pink to buying their underwear, to their bras, and all these different things. But they really didn't think about how this might have some sort of toxic chemical in it. It's not on the tag where it says toxic chemical BPA is in this clothing. Watch out. It should. There should definitely be some sort of label on clothing or on the tag that has negative effects to you. Think about cigarettes, right? That has a negative warning on it. I mean, I think this should have it too as well. Now, these agencies that have taken a look at all these different clothings in these companies have went back to these companies, told these companies, hey, listen, this is what we're finding in your product. This could be harmful to the people that are wearing them. And these companies really haven't done too much about it. They said they were going to start, getting some of these products out of transition here very shortly. But there's no date set in stone. Like by 2024, we are going to be BPA free through all our clothing. No, it's crazy, right? And you would think that they would have the best intentions for their customers. Because once you have a happy customer, you keep that happy customer, it's a lifelong customer more than likely, right? But if you're poisoning your customers, right? Think about if we were a Titan Medical Center, we were sending out things that had anything negative to affect your health, right? That they could slap this on like this. Man, we'd have lawsuits coming out the yin yang. And most of these clothing lines don't have any, well, there's like one or two that I've seen in total as far as lawsuits against something like this. And most of the BPA, the highest levels, were in polyester-based clothing containing spandex, which is, I don't know, 65, 70% of these different things that these companies produce. So it's in 3/4 of the different items that they produce. So at that point, 3/4 of the people that are wearing these things are obviously having an issue or could be possibly having a future issue with their health. So it's really crazy to outlook like this. So what do you guys think about that? BPA, toxic chemicals in your clothing. Are you wearing these toxic chemicals? And what they say is the best line of defense is that, if you're wearing these clothing or this clothing, don't wear it for too long, right? So after your workouts, take it off immediately. Well, I think some people would automatically do that, but then you got some people, right, that they go from their workout and they can't just take off their clothes, right? They have to go do other things, and at that point they're stuck in the clothing. So is their body absorbing more of these chemicals because of heat? Think about it. When we're producing this heat in our body, even like in plastic bottles, when you produce more heat in the bottle, that's when some of these chemicals really come out. So is it expediting or making the absorption of these chemicals a lot higher as far as the percentage of absorbency when we're sweating them or overheating them or whatever it may be? It's something to really think about, right? So if you guys are using these different things, then you're going to want to take them off as fast as possible so you're not dealing with the garbage that you might be intaking in your body, and it might hurt your body ultimately down the road for a long extended period of time too as well, not just while you're wearing it, right? So that's really, really crazy. So look at some of the different things that you're wearing as far as your athletic clothing, you're a girl, guy, girls, sports bras, and all these different things, because think about it. This is directly, if you're wearing a sports bra, it's directly on your breast. And when you're taking in some of these chemicals, these can advertently go to higher estrogen levels, which can cause breast cancer and other different cancers inside the body. So at that point, you really want to look at some of the different things you're wearing, making sure you guys are safe, right? All right, so the next one, improving diet even later in life can significantly reduce premature death. Okay.
We got a really good comment. I'm gonna
sure.
for you right here. Check it out.
Let me see what we got.
Oh, here it is. Do you do?
Oh,
TRT?
all right. Ken Trezon. All right. So do you do TRT? So yes, we do offer TRT and or HRT, I should say, for our patients, males and females out there. So whatever it is. Now, if you're a male, you're going to want to look at 3 different medications that you're probably going to be taking. That would be testosterone, right, to replace the testosterone or optimize the levels. 2, probably an estrogen blocker, depending on what the dose is going to be and everything like that. The third one is going to be a gonadal support. Now, we offer a variety of different things as far as clomiphene, kisspeptin, and HCG manufactured for patients that want that too as well. So at that point, those are the 3 medications that you're going to really go on. But we do it for patients all around the country. So whatever you're needed, if you think that you need TRT or HRT, then the first step would be getting a blood test through us. We do a very in-depth blood test as far as your liver, your kidneys, prostate, electrolytes, blood cell counts, cholesterol levels. But we also look at free and total testosterone levels, progesterone levels, estradiol levels, IGF-1 levels, B12 levels. So you're going to get a very in-depth testing right off the bat, and this is going to tell us a number of different things. Obviously when we get the testing back, we can look at what the free and total come back as, what the estradiol comes back as, progesterone, all these different things, and then figure out, a medical provider, figure out a plan or personal regimen for you to get you optimized in all those areas, make sure everything's working properly, and get you feeling good, looking better, and for performing better every single day. That's what it's all about. So if there's any other questions, let me know. Laura, what's going on? Rose before, what's going on? Marliam, what's going on? B Mock, what's going on? Hope all is well. You're definitely welcome. Any of you guys got any more questions, please fire them off at me. All right, so the next one, improving diet even later in life can significantly reduce premature death. So it's a really, really, this is pretty common sense, right? Improving your diet. Now, some people think like, well, I've been eating like this my whole life. I don't think changing now is going to do me any better, right? Well, that's not true. We know that, if you do change your eating habits, exercising habits at whatever age, it will definitely improve your risk, and definitely improve your percentage of living longer and a better life. A new study was done out of Harvard, looked at 74,000 people between the ages of 30 and 75, and found that those who improve their diets, okay, sorry about that. All right, so found that those who improve their diets over the last 12 years.
I don't see a father in your contacts. What?
Siri's just messing with me today. Diets over the last 12 years by replacing salty, sugary, and processed foods with more whole grains, vegetable, fruits, nuts, fish, and could significantly reduce their risk of premature death. They also found that swapping out just one daily serving of red or processed meat for one daily serving of nuts or legumes was also associated with a reduced risk of death. All right, so I eat red meat four fillets a day. So I'm not going to switch out my red meat. It just is what it is. But, I did have a question about this point. Red or processed meats, I think there's a difference. When you're getting let's say it's organic cut of red meat to a processed meat, right? Processed meats are like, cold cuts, stuff like that, where, there's obviously a process going through these different things. Where, when you're talking about, cutting steak, like they're cutting like the different parts of the cow and the different, parts of, whether it's the fillet or the butt or whatever it may be. So I think it's a little bit different as far as that goes. Victoria Bombshell in the house. What's going on, girl? I hope all is well. Jay Jacobs, swole arm. What's going on? I hope all is well with you guys. But, this is really, really, this should just be taken, very serious as far as what your diet is. And if your diet hasn't improved and you want to improve it, today's the day to start, right? Whether it's one meal you start with, your ending meal, and then you start the next day and start going into it. Researchers say that the studies show that improving diet quality can have a big impact on health in the long run, and it's never too late to start. So that's my point here. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, even 90. I know 90-year-olds maybe think that they're on the last leg as far as that goes, and they really ain't got nothing else, so they might as well enjoy life. Maybe the 90-year-olds can do whatever they want, but if you guys are anything underneath that, you should really be trying to improve quality of life and living a longer, lasting life too as well. Because you might have loved ones, kids, grandkids, whatever it is, and you want to stay around to see those fun times, see them grow up, and have all those great experiences, right, that life is all about. So it's really, really serious. But Lisiama, what's going on? How you doing? Five Wisher, what's going on? All right, so let's talk about the poll question. So the poll was this week, do you have any nagging injuries or problems with joints, muscles, or tendons? 25% said no, not at all. Awesome. 31% said yes, I have some issues, but nothing major. 8% said yes, I take non-Titan doctor-prescribed medications. 11% said yes, I take Titan therapies, which are BPC-157, CJC, TB500, etc. 25% said yes, I take over-the-counter medications for it. Okay, all right, so we've got 25% said they don't have any issues at all. 31%, some issues, but nothing major. 8% are getting non-Titan doctor-prescribed medications. I don't know what that is. And then over-the-counter medications. So over-the-counter medications, I can see like glucosamine was a big one for a lot of people out there. They've got some different things that are supposed to help with lubrication as far as the joint areas. This could help maybe. I haven't really had any good success when I took over-the-counter glucosamine, other than just, swallowing the pills. Other than that, injectable glucosamine might be a way to go. Other than that, I would really focus on something that's going to really, really help. And if you're not seeing any improvement with over-the-counter medications after a time period, right, give yourself like 90 days or 60 days or whatever it may be, and give yourself the time to really be consistent with whatever you're doing. And then after that time, you'll know, like, hey, listen, this has been improving me for sure, or it hasn't. If it hasn't, throw it to the wayside, man. Start with something new. Find something that's going to work for you. Test it out. Give it a really good go. And at that point, you should be able to see what's working for you and what's not working for you, all right? All right, so any questions out there? About to finish up here. All right, so that's it, guys. So far, I got one more thing. I've got what our events are coming up. So events coming up. We've got Festival of Speed next Sunday in Orlando, Florida at Ritz-Carlton. That's going to be taking place on the beautiful property. We're going to have all the Titan rides out there representing. It's going to be a great time. After that, 12-3, we got Carson Couture. Donna Crowley, Lux Fashion Group, helping us put that bad boy on. It's going to be a very upscale fashion show, charity event, craft cocktails, exotic cars, beautiful people, all there for a good cause, for charity, right? Autism Speaks is what we're helping out. After that, we've got Olympia, 12/15 to 12/18. Got that all planned out, ready to rock and roll. Got to book those tickets, but everything else is set, ready to go out there. I cannot wait. That's going to finish up our year, and then we're going into 2023. I cannot believe it. I mean, after this, we got 2 months left, dude. 2022 is going to be out the door. These last 2 years, per se, from 2020 to 2022, man, this is just flown by for sure, 100%. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. So if you guys are in the area for any of these events, come, please join us. Visit us at the booth. Take a picture with us. Ask some questions. Get some free Titan swag and giveaways. And have a great time. That's what we're all about. Having a great time at our events too. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday at the regular time, 6 p.m. for Titan Talk Tuesdays with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. I appreciate it. And we are out.